here with you guys. I'm going to be speaking on the law of expansion. I'm so excited about this law because it absolutely changed my business and changed my life. I want to just tell you who I am real quick, just so you know what an impact this law has made on me. My name's Amber. I'm a homeschooling mom from Minnesota, and I've been in network marketing pretty much my entire adult life. Now, I didn't have success right away. I failed and failed. Actually, one of my favorite books is Failing Forward. You guys like that book? Yeah, that's an amazing book. And the reason that I love this law so much is because when I first started, I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to be able to make my own hours. I want to be able to make my own income. This is perfect. I'm total red personality. Totally perfect. I'm so excited. And I got in. I thought I was just going to, become rich. And that didn't happen. I failed. And you know what I said? I said, it's the products. They're too expensive. Nobody wants to buy them. And I saw my friend over in this company having success. So I said, you know what? She's having success. I bet I can over there. And I went and joined that company. And guess what? I failed again. This time I blamed my upline. She didn't call me enough. I didn't get enough support. And so I joined another company. And I failed again. This time I blamed the comp plan. Didn't pay enough. So I went and joined another company. Guess what? Failed again. But it happened. This went on for quite a few years. And I blamed everybody else. You know what? What's the common factor here? Me. That first company, there were people selling the products. There were top income earners there. The product sold. We had the same exact product. It wasn't the products. The next company, my upline, she had people on her team who were successful. I was on her team. I had all the same resources that they had. I had everything, all the tools that they had. It wasn't the leader. The next company, there were 7-figure earners in that company. You think it was a comp plan? No, we had the same comp plan. It was me. I didn't know this. I didn't ever hear. No one ever told me about personal development. I remember so I had a mentor. My next company I went to again, one of my mentors said, you've been doing this for a while. Do you want to get on top? Do you want to be the top of the company? I said, of course I do. Absolutely. He said, well, you need to do what the people at the top of the company are doing. You got your ticket for convention? And I'm like, no, I really can't afford it. And he said, well, I'm just saying, the people who are at the top, they're going to be at the convention. So I'd get there if I was you. Figure it out. And so I got home, I told my husband, I said, we got to figure this out. And we had a tax refund coming. So we used the tax refund to get to that convention. And I sat there like a grouch. My arms crossed. I'm like, why are these people so excited? This lady's crying, this lady's laughing all at the same time? Like, what is wrong with these people? I just sat there, just totally not taking it in, wrong mindset. And my husband looked at me and he said, you need to participate. And I'm like, I'm too cool for this. And he said, well, would you rather be cool and broke? Or would you rather participate and maybe, be able to put food on the table? And I said, okay, I'm going to give it a try. And that's when I opened up my mind. I let myself be there. I was there, but I wasn't actually there. And that's the first time I ever had any personal development. And I was hooked. I got home, read everything I could. Oh my gosh, John C. Maxwell was in my ear at night. Just like John Halawadi, I listened to him while I was in bed. I listened to him while I was in the car. I listened to him while I was making food. I had personal development on nonstop. And you know what happened? My life changed. I didn't fail again. 30 days after that convention, I earned a company-paid car. I became one of the top-ranked distributors in my area. And it was all from personal development. And that's what the law of expansion is. When I was talking to some of my team members about speaking here today, and I told them what I was speaking on, they're like, oh, law of expansion. That's awesome. We all want to expand our businesses. And I said, yes, we do. But this law is actually expanding ourselves so we can expand our businesses. Personal development is where it starts, guys. You cannot grow your checks until you grow. You can't change your life until you change your mind. That's exactly what I did. There's nothing special about me. I just dug into personal development. I worked harder on myself than anything else. I worked harder on me than I did recruiting, than I did booking. I worked on me first. I became somebody that people wanted to follow. Nobody wanted to follow the old Amber. Trust me, the grouchy, jumping company to company Amber. Nobody wanted to follow that. I became somebody someone wants to follow. I did nothing special besides personal development. I'm an 8th grade dropout. My friends, family members even, said I was not going to amount to anything. They said I was going to be on welfare. I was going to be a teenage mom. I wasn't going to amount to anything. And you know what? They were wrong. And if you've ever heard that, I want you to say, they don't get to choose my life. I choose my life. And it starts with personal development. Did you know people only live up to about 10% of their potential? How crazy is that? But I look at that as kind of a good thing. That means there's 90% room for growth. We can fill that 90% up with personal development. So what I want you to do is I want you to stop thinking more work and start thinking what works. First, personal development works. You've heard from speaker after speaker after speaker. That is the key to our success. Personal development. I want you to look at what you're actually doing. I have people on my team, they say, Amber, I work so much and I'm not getting any results. I say, well, what are you doing? Here's what they're usually doing. They're stalking their ex-boyfriends on Facebook. That's not work, guys. That's not work. When we think we're on Facebook, we think we're working, we're not really doing money-producing activities. You gotta do money-producing activities. I want you to write down everything you do during the day. Then you can audit it. You can say, okay, well, maybe I'm really not doing work like I thought I was. So start doing things differently. If things aren't working for you how they are now, stop doing it. Do it differently. There's more than one way to make this business work. I tell my girls that all the time. There's more than one way. There's not just one way to get it to the top. There's so many different ways. So start doing new things. Start learning new things. The next thing to help with your whole mindset is to have a belief. That's something that I was lacking. From people telling me that I was never gonna get it. From, my children. We lost everything at one point. We were homeless 3 years ago. We lost everything. My husband was in the trade business. With the trade business, if there's no hours, there's no check. And that happened. We lost our house, moved out in the middle of the night, we lost our cars. We actually had to borrow $3,000 from a family friend to buy a mobile home. Now, there's nothing wrong with mobile homes. You've seen some gorgeous mobile homes. This one, not so much. You walk into the bathroom, you might fall through the floor. There was mold in the walls. I went to the hospital for respiratory issues. It was really, really bad. I knew right there that wasn't my end. I had the secret, and the secret was personal development. The secret was my mindset, the way I looked at things. Instead of thinking, oh, my mom was a teenage mom, my parents were broke, just kind of, what life gave me, right? No, change your mind, change your life. I knew right there, I know what I need to do. I know what I need to do. And I got to personal development. And you know what? Totally changed my life right there. I had success with that, before, but with my husband losing his check, that really hurt us. We didn't realize how much that would hurt until it happened. And I remember coming home every day, and my little boy, he'd be like, Mom, did you hit the top of the company yet? And I'm like, no, not yet, honey. And then he'd go, Mom, did you do it yet? And I said, no, because where he slept, there was holes in the roof. Rain would come down on my kid's head. It was heartbreaking. 3 months later, after I knew personal development and I started doing my personal development, I hit the top of the company. 3 months later, retired my husband, and I remember my little boy coming home, and he says, every day he said it when he came home, Mom, did you hit it yet? And I'm like, no, honey. That day I was able to say yes. And he said, Mom, did you do it yet? I said, yes, we did. And he just started crying. And he said, Mom, can we move into a real house now? Can we move into a house where there's not rain coming down? It broke my heart, but it made me so happy for this profession. There is no way that this 8th grade dropout could ever provide the life that I'm providing for my family without network marketing. We are in something special, guys. You guys, we're changing the world. And that's what I tell my team too. Sometimes our own mindset, we don't feel like we're enough, so we don't go out there and we don't talk about the opportunity. I want to tell you, don't be selfish. If my sponsor would have never told me about this opportunity, who knows where I'd be? Who knows? Don't be selfish with it. Go out there. Talk about this. We are changing lives, guys. We are changing lives. Go out there. Change your mind. Change your life. The next thing I want to talk to you about is giving gratitude. This also really, really helped me with my mindset. Once you start giving gratitude to people, you feel so good. And that helps with everything. That helps with the way that you're working your business. It makes you want to get up. It makes you want to work more. Here's what I want you to do. Grab your phones. You at home, grab your phone. And I want you to send a text message to whoever you want. Not about your products, not about your company, but just say thank you. Thank you for being in my life. I want you to do that to at least 5 people. Watch the responses you get. I do this in almost every one of my trainings, and the responses that we get are amazing, and it just makes you feel good. It makes you feel good, and that's what this is about. That's why I'm in this profession. I'm in this profession because it makes me feel good. Isn't that why we are here? Isn't that why we're here? It's so amazing, guys. So with your mindset, because a law of expansion, it's not expanding into new markets, it's expanding yourself. I want you to work on personal development every single day. Now, I always tell my team, I don't require 100% of your time. I require 100% of the time you're able to give. So if that's an hour a day, great. If that's 30 minutes a day, great. Work on your personal development. I'm a strong believer in the slight edge. You guys read that book? Strong believer in the slight edge, 10 pages a day. We heard about that at the beginning of this class, 10 pages. You would read 12 books in a whole year. Imagine the knowledge you'll have with that. So if you're like the old Amber, I'm talking to you. If you're like the old Amber who said, what is reading a book going to help me? I need to go out there and actually work. I'm here to tell you, don't cheat yourself. You need to grow if you want your checks to grow. You need to expand your mind. I also want to talk to you about one other thing that was really, really huge in my success. And that was who I hung out with. They influenced my mindset. The people that you surround yourself with, you become, right? Have around the same income, give or take $2,000, same car, around the same type of car. You think the same way. I had friends in the beginning who I wanted to get better. I'm like, oh my gosh, we're going to do this. Let's do it with me. And they're like, why would you want to? We get government assistance. Why work more than we have to? And that, to me, was the wrong mindset. I didn't want to be in government assistance anymore. I wanted to provide for my family. So it was very, very hard. Very hard. But I had to cut out any friend who wasn't lifting me higher, who wasn't helping make me a better person or growing with me. That's so important, guys. If you surround yourself with negative people, you're going to always be told, oh, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? And I realize it's because of their own insecurity. Anybody can do this, but not everybody believes they can. So the belief is so important. Believe, believe, believe. I believe in you because I've done it. There's nothing special about me. Nothing at all. When I was little, I was in homeless shelters. I didn't come from a wealthy family. I didn't come from a well-educated family. My dad was in and out of jail. I didn't come from a good background. But I did it. And it was consistency, not giving up, falling down 8 times, getting up 9. It was personal development, number 1. Who I surrounded myself with. And that's what I want to talk to you right now about, is who you surround yourself with. I know we talked about it a second ago, but I want to go in more detail. If you don't have anybody in your life, like I didn't have anyone who was a role model in my life. If you don't have that, first, look up to your upline. Reach up to your upline. But your mentors, who you surround yourself with, don't actually have to be around you. I surrounded myself with John C. Maxwell, Les Brown, Jim Rohn. That's who I surrounded myself with. Every day, that is who I was listening to, and that helped me so, so much. I'm a completely different person. I think different. I act different. I talk different. I have a different lifestyle. You guys can too. This profession is for anybody. I don't care how old you are. I don't care where you came from. That doesn't matter. Where you came from does not matter. I'm proof of that. You can do this, but you can't give up. You can never give up. I see that happen a lot. People say, Amber, you hit the company be at the top of the company in 3 months. I've been doing this for a year and I'm still not there. Maybe this isn't for me. Do you guys ever feel that way? You at home, have you ever thought that way? I'm going to tell you, I didn't hit it in 3 months. It was a 10-year journey. I failed and failed and failed for 10 years. I figured it out by failing. So take what all of us speakers are saying, take that so you don't have to go through the same struggles that we did. Maybe we can save you some. Maybe we can save you some time. Take the failures that we've had and avoid them. Do what your upline is saying. We're here for you. We want you to succeed. So, I'm gonna end it with something that my son said to me last night. That same son who came home crying, or started crying when he came home when he found out I hit the top. He told me, Mom, make sure, and I did this right before I came up, he said, make sure to pray. Make sure to ask God, say, whatever comes out of my mouth is for somebody. It's for somebody. So if you're listening to this and you're thinking, I want to quit. It's not working. It's not working. Don't quit. That's the only way you can actually fail. Failing is not failing. Failing is learning what doesn't work. Don't quit, guys. You got this. Expand your mind, expand your life. Grow yourself, grow your checks. That's how you do it. That's how the law of expansion is. It's mindset. It's the way that you think. And how to get to the spot where you need to think. Because I didn't know how to think before. I already said that. I didn't know how to think. But to get to that spot, it's personal development, 100%. So you guys got this. If I can do it, you can do it. Let's go, guys. Woo!